Okay, dude, look, I know the Leafs have been playing well, I know James Reimer's been playing really well, and I know that the Leafs have beaten the Stars twice now. That doesn't mean you can go getting your hopes up and get all crazy with your expectations. Do you understand? Yes. Showtime! Pity point! Whoopsie daisy, this team is ruining my life! Leafs win! 3-2 over the Dallas Stars. They win both games on the road, and now the 2016 Stanley Cup Final goes back to the Air Canada Centre for Game 3. It keeps slipping. It keeps slipping. It keeps slipping! Slipping away like the Stars' lead last night. What? Alright, sorry. No, you're right. I need to calm down now. I gotta put this. Okay, good. So here's how I saw this story going. The Leafs, they beat the Stars handily at the Air Canada Centre, as they often do. The Stars have a terrible record at the Air Canada Centre over the last few years. Pretty sure I saw it was like 1-3-3, and they're always in ridiculous circumstances. James Reimer completely stole the last game, the one from last week. Last year or 2 years ago, I seem to remember Jonathan Bernier facing over 50 shots. The Leafs had like 25, and Trevor Smith won it in OT for the Leafs. Remember him? But the way I saw this movie going, as it has gone in the past, the Leafs win at the ACC, they go to Dallas, Dallas gets their revenge. And the Leafs flip the script. Peter Holland, healthy scratch in recent games, puts one home on the power play. Pistol, and it's 1-0 Leafs. That's supposed to be for when Bozak scores, but, you know, Bozak got an assist though. And what a great story it is for Peter Holland, his second of the season, and he's on the power play after being a healthy scratch. And I'm glad that Mike Babcock did that. I'm glad that Mike Babcock took something away from Peter Holland. He felt he was justified in doing it, but when he put him back into the lineup, it wasn't just to be a plug. No, if you're gonna play for this team, you're gonna contribute, you gotta do it in this role. Here's a gift, and Pistol Pete did not waste it. That goal, of course, coming very late in the first period. The Leafs head to intermission with a lead. Oh! Second period, the Stars pour it on. They're getting all kinds of chances. There was a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1 where, guess what? Morgan Rielly was the only guy back. And there are guys I dump on all the time. Roman Polak's a guy I feel like I pick on a little bit, and I feel bad for that. I'm not sure who was responsible on this play, but if Rielly is always back on an odd man rush, well, Hunwick's his partner. And I really liked how he started the season. I still like the way the guy skates, but he's got no points. I want more out of Mr. Hunwick. Morgan Rielly, meanwhile, finishes this game with 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points. He leads the Leafs in scoring. Tied for 8th in scoring among defenders in the NHL with Victor Hedman, Roman Josi, and Brent Burns. His age, 21. But enough about Morgan Rielly, back to the Dallas Stars. Less than a minute to go in the second period, James Reimer, he's in front of the net, and the problem is the puck is behind it. He's doing that thing goalies do where they gotta kind of bet which way the puck is gonna go, and he guesses wrong. That goal gives Patrick Sharp goals in 3 straight games for the Stars, and no goals in his first 8 games with the Stars this season. 7 in his last 8. Putting up numbers like that, and his name's not even Jamie or Tyler. So we head to the third period, tied at 1. Once again, James Reimer's being the hero. He's sprawling, he's making crazy glove saves, and they don't all look pretty, but whatever, it's exciting. Vernon Fiddler goes, eh. Ah! You know, everyone was dumping on James Reimer for that goal, and, No, you're right. But come on, how does that even, how? The puck just it was like a 2-degree angle. How did that even go in? That was only Fiddler's second of the season. His career high in goals is 13. He's only got 92 goals in over 750 games. If you've got a backhand like that, how don't you win the scoring title every year? I'm bitter. I'm venting. You're right. The Stars have a 2-1 lead. And once again, you just go, okay, all right, so that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the game winner. Cool. That's gonna be the highlight that I have to watch all day for the rest of the day tomorrow. And now comes the part where Dallas Stars fans watching, let me tell you what the difference between a great team and a good team is. The Stars are obviously an incredible offensive team. They were an incredible offensive team last season when they missed the playoffs. The issue was defense and goaltending, and they made some moves to address that, but there's still some work to be done. Morgan Rielly's got the puck. He's trying to burn by Radek Faksa, and he does a pretty good job of it, but he can't really do anything unless he throws it in front and someone is in front. Jokipaka is in front, and he's giving Parento these cross checks as if someone told him to do that. Like, it just looked to me like someone was like, be tougher in front of the net, and he was like, oh, okay, is this how? Rielly manages to attract Jokipaka's attention behind the net. I don't know what Roussel and Faksa think they're covering, and they throw it out in front. Parento Ovechkin right there. And I know it barely went in, so you had to kind of point, but Parento was like, yeah, I did that. And once again, of all the guys on one-year deals, because people keep going, oh, the Leafs are going to get so many second-round picks. Really? For who? Who are you going to get a second-rounder for the way they've played so far? Grabner? Yeah? Boys? Yeah? Parento? Maybe. And the Leafs tie it up 2-2. And then the Stars are just a mess in their own zone again. Kadri working into the zone with his hands, and he's just hypnotizing everybody. JVR working in down low, Komarov being a bit of a pest, and the whole time, Gardner's just like, yeah, buddy. Who's got Gardner? Gardner blasts it, and thank you very much. Yeah, that's right, Dallas, put that in your jumbotron. But what made that play even better, forget the fact that no one knew Gardner was there, no one even bothered to even try to cover the shot. Who had Komarov? Now, Colton Sevier tipped the puck, it goes high, that's why Niemi wasn't able to stop it. But what if that puck gets through and Niemi stops it and there's a rebound? Komarov is right there with no one. And you know what? It's easy to make fun of the Leafs. Why not? They're having a terrible season. They've only got 3 wins on the season, but 2 of them are against the Dallas Stars. And if you're going to play that kind of defense against the Toronto Maple Leafs, how do you expect to survive the Western Conference in the playoffs? And hey man, I'm not saying this to talk smack. I actually kind of have an affinity for the Stars. Why would I dislike them? You beat the Sabres that one time, and what do you think? I like the Sabres? Once again, with apologies to Lindy. All I'm saying is the Stars are a good young team, a great young team, capable of so many good things, but they need to tighten up. Take it from me, a fan of a team with a few bolts loose. But hey, the Leafs won. And James Reimer won. He's got all 3 of the Leafs wins this season. Should we be concerned about that? Not even concerned that Reimer has all the wins, but more concerned that Bernier has none of them. No, you know what? None of that negative talk. They won! They won! They won! That is good news, and good news is rare in this town. Let's go ahead and celebrate. And one last thing, today is Remembrance Day. Make sure you wear your poppy. And I always say something, and I'll try not to get too preachy, but I feel like this is important because some people don't like that people get a little too preachy and high and mighty about the whole poppy thing and Remembrance Day and the veterans and everything. You know what? I get it. You shouldn't be preachy about that sort of thing. However, I want you to consider this. My grandfather signed up, he volunteered for the Royal Navy over in the UK at the age of 17. He volunteered at 17, you weren't even supposed to. And he was too young to volunteer halfway through the war. And in April, he'll be 91. Most people do not live till 91. Many veterans die at war, many die shortly after, and many just die from old age. If we as younger generations do not pick up the torch, if we do not remember them, who's gonna do it? And I see people go, oh, well, I lose them all the time. All right, okay, that's fine, that's fine. You can lose them. Buy a few. Like, please tell a veteran, oh, my life's rough, you know, I lose poppies all the time. Veteran's like, oh my goodness, that sounds awful. But the point still remains, it's something you can do that doesn't take a lot of effort to acknowledge the effort of others. Just a little brain food for you to snack on. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video, click subscribe if you really like it. Tell all your friends, highlights down below. Hopefully I'll see you at Puck Talks tonight with basically everyone in the hockey blogosphere. I don't know if you've seen the poster. And I will see you next time when the Leafs win their 19th straight. That's how it works.